So my name is Natalie. I'm the product manager for low vision product at HumanWare. I am today co-hosting this webinar with Eric Beauchamp, if he wants to turn on his camera. Eric is the director of product management at HumanWare. Hi, Eric.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this webinar. Natalie's going to be leading this. I'm going to be co-hosting. I'm going to be her assistant.
Thank you very much. So today's webinar is on the Connect 12, that we give in classes for students. So I'm going to be teaching you or showing you how you can use it. Let me just select my other camera so you can see what I have on my desk. So this is the Connect 12. It's folded. It's a very light CCTV, easy to bring from class to class. It comes in a carrying case, so with a shoulder strap, so it's even easier to carry, or you can use the handle to carry it if you want. You can even put it directly into your school bag. So to set it up, you just put your hand on the middle at the bottom, and you pull it up. After you adjust the tablet, let me just readjust my camera. Okay, as you can see, this is mainly a tablet, an Android tablet in a stand. Let me turn it on. It comes with a distance camera. I can show you how the distance camera to start with. It's going to be from my camera, and afterwards I can put my screen into zoom, so it's going to be easier for you to see. So the distance camera goes at the top right here. You can turn it 360 degrees. So the student can see all around the class. They can see the blackboard, the teacher, every sign on the walls. So to set the camera, you go into the settings, the system, and the camera is on Wi-Fi. So you look at your Wi-Fi network. Oops, I forgot to turn it on. So to look for it, you have to turn it on first. I don't think it's turned on already. The network you're seeing right now is the network from my house. So we're going to be looking at the camera. There it is. Oops, I turned it off.
Now, usually every distance camera are already paired when you buy the Connect 12. So they're already paired to the tablet. What Natalie is showing you right now is if ever you lose the connection of your camera, then you can go and set it up by yourself the way that Natalie is just showing you right now.
Yeah. So now it's turned on and I could scan it. So I see it, it's a Pixel Pro. I tap on it and I press connect. So, and I'm gonna have to enter a password. What I did before the presentation is that you are connected, okay. Okay, so it seems
now
that
what happened right now is that your camera was already connected to your tablet, so you don't need to enter the password. The password will only be prompted if the camera was not connected previously to the tablet, or that it was lost. Let's say you reset the tablet, then you would have to reconnect the distance camera. Once you get the Connect 12, you just need to go into your distance application to start using the distance camera.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Eric. So I'll go back to my Prodigy suite. The cameras mainly is used for the distance camera. So I'm going to select distance. As you can see, we're working from our home office. So at a distance in the corner of my office, I have a Lego box on my library. So I'm going to be zooming on this Lego box. To zoom on it, I press plus or minus, which are the two buttons at the right edge of the menu bar. And I can move my camera with my hands to target what I want to see. The camera is very accurate. We can look for things that are very far. Okay, let me aim at my iPad. Okay, I can even read, you probably don't see it in the camera, but I can read this little script on the Lego box. If I want to capture a picture of it, let's say it's the teacher that is teaching a class with a list of vocabulary or grammar or math, I can tap on the camera. It's the middle button. It's to capture. It's going to capture the image and it's going to save it into my gallery. I will be showing you the gallery afterwards. Okay. So it is saving. Now I can go back to my Prodigy suite. I think I did everything I had to do with the distance camera. Am I right, Eric?
Well, we can come back to this if you want, but there's also a split screen feature that you can use when using the distance camera, which is going to split the screen with your magnifier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you select the distance camera,
Mm-hmm.
you will see there's a little button on the left-hand side, which is an arrow. So if you click on that, it's going to split the screen into two. So if you put a sheet underneath your camera, which is the camera, the tablet that we're using right now,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to see the sheet and you can take notes or read or follow what the teacher is saying in the front at the same time as seeing at distance. So as you can see right now, there is a red rectangle around the bottom rectangle, which is the magnifier. So that means that it's highlighted to that application. So you can use your pinch and zoom to zoom in to that picture. Yeah, you can just zoom in, or you can tap just like Natalie just did, and you're going to be brought into your magnifier. And into your magnifier, you can split the screen again by using the arrow. Yeah. And then you're split again. But now if you take a look, there's a red rectangle on the top part of it. So that means that we can pinch and zoom in the distance camera. When you do a pinch and zoom in the distance camera, it's going to go one level up all the time. So and then if you tap on the part below for the magnifier, you're going to see the red rectangle is going to change. So you can do a pinch and zoom in that if you want. You put your hand underneath so that you can see that you can take notes. And that's my page.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can take a pen and it fits under the tablet to take notes and answer. Right now my light is turned off. Maybe I didn't put it back. I didn't put the tablet back properly. So let me undo.
Yeah, you can. Okay.
Yeah. There you go, with the light, much better. So you can answer, and I can split the screen again. Oops, that's not what I want. Magnifier.
Go back to distance. The arrow is only going to show when you're going to be in distance.
Okay.
Once the distance camera is connected, you'll see the arrow.
Yeah. So we see the lower page much better because my light is turned on. I didn't properly connect the tablet before, but now it's perfect. Okay.
There's also another gesture that you can use. I see that when I'm talking, you don't see the screen. Am I right, guys? If you can type in the chat there, it would be helpful to know if you can see the screen or not. Natalie's screen, I think you're not.
I'm not what?
It's because when I talk, you're going to see me talking. That's why.
Oh, okay. Yes. I'm going to write the spotlight video.
So let me
there,
just
I took
finish.
care of it.
Did you?
I put my my screen in spotlight, so it's always on now.
Good. So there's also another gesture that is very useful for a student. Is that let's say that you tap on the magnifier, which is the bottom part of the screen. Tap. It's going to bring you to the magnifier. So now you can use the swipe gesture. I think it's the left to right to change to distance automatically. So this is very useful to switch between the two applications, one after the other. And why is that useful? Is that you want to maybe the student wants to take notes at the same time and then switch back to his notes, switch back to the teacher, and things like that. So that's a very useful gesture to switch back and forth very rapidly. Or again, you can tap again, Natalie, on the yellow arrow. So to split the screen so that we can show very nicely the screen there that's split in between the two. And then that red rectangle that I was talking about, which is the part that is going to be selected. Once that red rectangle is there, you can pinch and zoom or do everything inside that rectangle. So that's the two application. So you can continue, Natalie.
Yes, very good. So I wanted to continue in putting my tablet into Zoom. So you're going to have a much better look at it. So
while Natalie is doing that, I can talk a bit about the distance camera, which is a Kodak wireless camera. Wireless meaning that it's going to take the Wi-Fi signal from your tablet. So when you're not using the internet, while you're using the distance camera, you cannot use the internet at the same time. So that's why we didn't connect to the Zoom right away, and we showed you the distance application first. But that brings to a wonderful use case where you can take that distance camera and place it anywhere in the classroom. So let's say your student is in the back of the classroom, then you can move this camera around, put it in the front, and then then connect it to the tablet, and you'll have a nice view on the tablet. So you don't have to have the distance camera connected directly on the stand of the Connect 12. Battery life for the distance camera is between 2.5 to 3 hours, depending how much use that you do to it. And on the distance camera, there is a couple of buttons. There is a little rocking button, which is to zoom in, zoom out. There's a little capture button also, and the power button is on the top of the camera.
okay, so I plugged in Zoom into the tablet using the app. So you guys have access to my tablet in a better view. I erased my name by mistake, but it doesn't matter. So I'm going to be showing you a little bit what we can do when we receive the tablet first. So the first thing we can do and we should do is working with the student in setting up the settings. So I'm going to move to the right into the settings, tap on it once. So I see in my user interface that I have a few options. So I have the standard carousel, which is the carousel you just saw. So they are very big icons. I have the standard tile, which I'm going to show you later. It's on the same page. We have about 6 icons, so they are smaller. And I have the simple interface. Usually when a student is very young, and he's using the tablet for the first time, it's a good opportunity to use the simple tap. So let me tap at the upper right corner to go back and show you what it looks like. So that's going to be it. Only those icons. The student will have access to the magnifier. So what I just showed you before, the magnifier under my tablet. They're going to have access to books, the calculator, the settings, and the help. So the calculator is a simple calculator. Very easy to see, the numbers. If I clear, it changes color. I can also go into the settings in there to change the color of the grid, the color of the letters. Let me go back to my settings to show you the other interface I was talking about. So this is the standard interface. If I go back to my carousel, I have more options. I have the apps, the settings, the gallery. And if I click on the arrow at the right or to the left, I have another page of apps or options I can place. I'm going to be showing you how those options work later. So going back to my settings, if I am in standard tile and I choose the audio, the one before audio, here I chose speech documents only. That's a type of menu I like to have because it only reads when I have big menus, but some students, maybe some with lower vision, would like to go around the software using audio. So I can put audio on. So I go back to my carousel. Now with the audio on, what I have to do, you will see my finger moving on the screen. I have to swipe left and right or right to left to navigate through the menu. Let me put the volume a little bit higher. 15. Settings. Applications. 721. Gallery. Magnifier. So to choose this one, I have to tap once on the tablet with one finger. And it is also possible to have the audio navigation in the application. To do that, I think you tap once with two finger. Eric, can you help me, please?
Yes, sorry, I was I was looking for my mic.
Okay. To have
what are you trying to do here?
To have the audio navigation.
Two finger, press and hold.
Press and hold. Okay, I was tapping. Navigation on. So now I'm on the capture. If I want to move, I swipe left to right or right to left. And it is my way to go through the menus. There. Okay, let me go back to the settings. Next page. So to choose the setting, I tap once on the screen. Settings menu, 6 items. User audio. I'm going to go back to documents only and navigate with the visual icons. Okay, so in the settings, I can also work on the contrast. So if I go into the user interface, let me look at them by order. So in the system, I have languages. I can choose many languages, 2 at a time, but we have a choice of English, French, a lot of language. So for today, I decided to take Lisa from Australia because the webinar is in Australia. The color contrast, right now I'm on black on white, but all the colors that you usually see on the CCTVs are available. So it's possible for the student to choose a color that suits his vision perfectly. The locator was the red locator for audio navigation that we just saw before. And you have all types of other settings that you can do. So regarding, let me go into the regular carousel interface, and I will show you some new features that we have. On the carousel, those are features that we launched about 2-3 weeks ago. So if I go all the way to the left, I'm going to have a quick access to apps and an access to apps. So if a student has to go look for something on the internet or use a certain app, they can tap on it once. They can you can show all the apps that are already downloaded on your tablet, or search for any apps that will be already downloaded. So let me use Chrome. If the student has to go on the internet, he taps on it, and right away he has access to the internet. So it's faster. To go back to Prodigy, I tap on the circle at the bottom of the screen. So two-finger tap. I said I was going to show you the quick access. So here is all the quick access you can have in your app. So I already had a quick access to Chrome, to the Play Store. If I want to have another one, I tap on Add. And again, I can search by writing the name of the app or by showing it all. So if I want to add Bliss, I tap on it once, and there it is in my quick access right here. Okay, let me look at my notes. I didn't tell you at the beginning, but I'm quite new at HumanWare, so I just want to look at my notes to see if I am delivering all the messages I should be. Distance, we looked at this distance. We looked a bit at the magnifier, but I'm gonna look at it a little bit more. So if I tap on it, I have access to my magnifier. And if I put my pen underneath, I can answer my exam right away here. I can also capture pages and information for me to use later if I save it in my gallery. So let's say I want to do this exam with the tablet, with using a computer. I pull the tablet all the way up so it's parallel to my sheet. I put my sheet sideways. Some people can have tape at the bottom of their sheet at the bottom of their Connect 12 to tell them exactly where they should put their page in order to have a nice full page capture. So I'm going to go into full page, put my sheet, and then I'm going to tap on the camera to capture my page. That way we will be able to have it in the gallery for later use. It is scanning the page and working OCR on it. This is a matte page. That's not the best for OCR, but as you can see, the words are selected in white, so I can have them read to me by tapping on the play button. Up. And then I can tap on the diskette here to save it in the gallery. So that's what I will do. It will be brought into the gallery. I can also put books. I have a small books here, a Lego books that I can use to read. Let me go back to my magnifier. So I have a small book, and I can also take pictures of it. It will be scanned and brought into my gallery. So let me take a quick picture. Even if it's a cartoon, it's going to be detected by the OCR. So I hope I have a full page. Then we're going to see it later in the gallery. Okay. So 2-finger, let me go back to my navigation. Eric, tell me, did I showed everything I should have shown into the magnifier? Oh,
Looks like
Eric
it.
is still.
I would have. Did you? I saw that the picture that you just took there was quite a few errors with the OCR. That could happen. Right now, there was more pictures than text, so most probably when the most accurate OCR is going to pass through it, it would fix the errors. But usually, what you can do is that yes, you took the pictures with the book on the horizontal side, but you can also have put uh, your 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 pages in portrait size, because I think the book would have fit portrait size. So yeah, and then you save it, and then it's going to be in the gallery. You can start editing the worksheet, and then share that information with the teacher or your classmates.
Okay. While you were talking, I went to pick up a book that has more text so we can have something more accurate. Look, so it is Heidi Eckelbeck. There it is.
That's perfect. You got the 2 pages there.
Yeah. Okay. So,
and instead of tapping on the button of the capture, you can press and hold on the screen, and it will do a capture automatically for you.
Yeah, you're right. It will capture, do an OCR, and we are going to be able to save it in the gallery as well. So the text is more complete here.
So now you can start reading the text by pressing and holding a word, or just by pressing the play pause button. So you can start doing that, yeah. So it's going to start reading. And right now you're in a column mode reading mode. So it means that it will only go up and down and not right to left. So it's easier to follow. So it won't go side to side. It will only go up and down. But you can change that display if you want by going into the settings, which is the second button from the left. And then you scroll down and you will find reading mode. And in reading mode, you have 3 types of reading mode. You have column, like we just saw, which is going to only move up and down. Instead of going right to the left, it's going to go up and down only. And then you have a line mode, which is going to be one single line on the screen. And that's useful because when you can zoom in as far in, you can have only one word on the screen if you'd like to. And then you have the page mode, where it's going to show you the images in that page at the same time as it's reading. So you have the real page layout of the book. So you can choose any one of them, but the default is in column mode. So your preference, you can choose there. So let's say we choose page mode, and then we go back. A quick little shortcut for you guys to go back, let's say you're lost in this menu and you would like to go back to the main menu. You do a 2-finger double tap, boom, boom, on the screen, and you're going to be brought to the right place in the application. And then you can start reading. So press the play pause button, and then you can swipe from right to left, and that's going to speed up the reading. And then and if you swipe on the screen from left to right, it will slow down the reading. You can do a pinch and zoom to zoom in or zoom out. And then you can save that image if you want to, which we already did. And when you're saved, you have that little icon, the third icon from the left, which is a little pen. So then you can start, let's say I want to highlight everything, everyone had things to do. So if I go into tap on the pencil, then I'm going to highlight. So I'm going to tap again on the pencil, and I'm going to have my highlighter right now. So I can go on the screen directly with my finger, and I can highlight if I want to. I wanted to highlight everyone had things to do, which is the first sentence on the top. There we go. And then I'm going to write a note right beside that. And I'm going to select again my button banner. I'm going to tap on the pen until I get to the pen there. And using my finger, I can write, study this for Monday.
Monday.
So I can take note over the over my page, or I can go smaller also if I want to. I can use a keyboard if I'd like to by going back to my button banner and then tapping on the pencil until the T. And the T means that it's going to be text. Now, I don't know if Natalie showed you, but she has a nice Bluetooth keyboard which can be connected to the Connect 12. And you can use that Bluetooth keyboard. If you don't have one, doesn't matter. You're going to have a virtual keyboard that's going to pop up on the screen, and then you can use that. But what you do is that you press and hold where you want to write on the page. And then you can start writing your notes. And once you're finished, you're going to tap on that paper airplane on the top right corner. And it's going to send the text there. And what's nice, you can place it anywhere on the page. And you can use your pinch and zoom. And you can zoom in or zoom out that text, make it bigger, make it smaller. If you want, you can change the colors of that text if you like it. Or you can also change the width of the text also by going into the button banner and selecting, yeah, that's it. So the second button from the right, that's to change the colors. And then the last button on that button banner will be to change the width of the writing. So you got very small, small, medium. There we go. And if I'm satisfied with that, I can hit the back button and do it again. I can do also a two-finger double tap on the screen. Two-finger double tap, very quick. Top, top. There we go, and we're brought automatically to my main menu. That's a nice shortcut to have to keep in memory. And then we can go into the gallery. This is where all my images are going to be stored. So that was the image that we were playing around with. I can refer to it afterwards. I can write some more stuff. I can change the contrast color. I can zoom in, zoom out, read it out loud for me. But if I go back to my gallery again, I can share that image if I'd like to. So I have to submit a worksheet to my teacher. I would press and hold on that worksheet. And then there's going to be an action menu that's going to pop up. And you can select share. And you're going to say, well, I want to share it as a PDF. Usually that's the most common format that you want to share some information. So that's going to convert your image into a PDF. And then it's going to show you a list of applications that are installed on your tablet that you can choose to share that information, that page that I want to share with. So I can use Gmail, Google Drive. If I had Dropbox installed on my tablet, I could have used Dropbox also. But Google Drive is very interesting because a lot of teachers out there use Google Classroom, and Google Classroom works with Google Drive, so you can use that. And if you're using right now, now you just popped up with a Gmail, so the Gmail account's going to pop up, and then you can write an email address to who you want to share that information to, and it's going to attach that PDF as an attachment. And that's very nice because that makes it a paperless CCTV, because what you can do is that you can import also some PDFs inside that gallery. And you don't need anymore that paper, just like what we just did, taking a picture in the magnifier and then converting it into a PDF. But you can now import a PDF inside the gallery and then share it when you're finished. So let's do an example of that, Nelly. So let's go back.
Yes.
So let's say I want to import a PDF. I would go on to my settings icon, which is on the top right.
I didn't put my Android to be ready to receive a PDF though. We should
Well,
do it as
you have
well.
anything on your Google Drive?
On my Google Drive, no, no.
No?
Yeah, we can go on the Google Drive. Yeah,
We can try that, or
Import.
we can maybe set it up so that you can use your USB stick if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
You can explain that procedure also, which is a very useful procedure. If you have a USB and you would like to connect that USB to your tablet and get a PDF from that USB.
Yeah, very good. So I have a USB key in my hand. So to go to Android, I use 4 or 5 fingers to go to Android. In Android, I select the settings. It's at my lower left corner, but it can be anywhere depending on the apps you have. I select USB here, and this is it says USB is connected to the computer, so I have to toggle it at the right. To read, USB is not connected to a computer, so that's why when my tablet is ready. To go back into Prodigy, I press the circle at the bottom of my tablet, and I'm back into Prodigy. Let me go back in the gallery. So to import a file that I would have on my USB key, I have to use a connector because the tablet has a USB port, but it is a USB-C. So I use a connector from USB-C to USB-A that I put on my USB key. I press on the gear on the settings at the upper right corner. And then I have a button that says import. I tap on it. I forgot to put my USB key first. So let me go back, gear. It looks like it's frozen. Okay, very good. Import. So now I see my internal storage, which is the storage of the tablet. And I have my Store and Go, which is the name of my USB key. So I tap on Store and Go. This is what I have on my USB key. When it's the first time I go on my USB key, I have a setting before that says the name of my USB key, and I have to press select. But now I will take grade 6. Just it's slowing down a little bit. I don't know why. English. And here I have 3 books and an exercise on irregular verbs. So if I tap on it, the document is being loaded and converted and transferred into the gallery. So here I am in the gallery. I can work on that document. If I tap on it, I can enlarge it. No, it's not cooperating. Yeah. So I can enlarge it, pinch and zoom, plus, minus, and I can write on it like I did in the first example. If I don't want to write it, I can press on the erase and I can erase it. I can fill up the document, and when I'm done, let's say it's an exam or homework, I can put it back into my USB key. So I press and hold, and I have an export action. I tap on export in PDF, Store and Go, that's the name of my USB key. And then when I choose where I want to put it on my USB key, I press on the paper airplane at the upper right corner. I tap here. So it is being exported and stored into my key. So the student can come into class with a USB key that you give him. He puts the exercise in his gallery and ends you the exercise or the exam at the end of the class. So that's for the gallery. We have an option to take notes as well. So if I tap here, I can write notes. I can take notes of anything that I want for my homework. I can write in text as well if I want to do the same thing as before using my keyboard.
This is like your notepad.
Yeah. So here it is. So it's a place where you can, that's a notepad. That's a place where you can keep everything. Let me go back. Here you can keep your text. And you have the information you collected with your distance camera. So here's the Lego box we captured earlier in this presentation. I can zoom in, zoom out. For the picture, if I would have captured a text, a blackboard, I could look at it as well. And
So I have a question for you, Anali.
yes.
How would I do an OCR on a distance captured image?
Prodigy is not responding.
Oh.
Close it, wait.
It's maybe because of the zoom there.
Yeah.
So how would you do an OCR from a captured distance image?
I think it does it automatically, but I'm not sure.
It does it automatically, but you have to move it to the root of the folder. So press and hold on the image that you want to do the OCR.
Yes.
No, don't just tap. Come back. Press and hold on the image so that you have the action menu. And then you're going to move it to the gallery. Move to the gallery. Now it's moved to the gallery. If there was text on your image, the OCR is going to go pass on it and it's going to detect the text on it. And next time you open that image, the OCR will be done on that image.
Okay. So the text I took earlier is there on the gallery. And when I take texts that are more than one page, I see them in binders. Like this is a bigger story, so it's a 3-page, and the way I see it on my gallery is within the binder. When it's only one page, I see it only as one page. This is the math exam that we took earlier. I told you that the OCR is not good for everything, especially not math. So if I go into my settings, and instead, my tablet is lagging a little bit today.
Yes, it's because of you're using the Zoom and the internet. Everything at the same time, it's because of that.
Yes. Okay. So I can see here in my settings that the second option is the contrast. I am using Diamond Edge. Diamond Edge is very good for text recognition. So I can use color, go back, and then I will see my my math exercise in a much better way, especially when students are doing charts and geometry. It's better to have it in color than in Diamond Edge. Diamond Edge is better for text. Eric, did I show everything I had to do on the gallery?
Pretty much. We have about 12 minutes left of the webinar. I don't know if people have any questions. You can type them in the chat, or maybe lift your hand and we'll let you talk.
Okay, very good. So let me go back to my carousel because there is something else I didn't show while we're waiting for questions. That's the help button. Very useful. The help button is already formatted so that you can have access to our YouTube tutorial right away on the internet like that. Or if I go back, it's lagging a bit. You can give us your feedbacks. So this is all available in the help button. I showed the settings, gallery, magnifier.
So the help button's there to give you some more information. All the recorded webinars the past recorded webinars were there, and you can go into the help and get those to listen to. So we do have a little question. Can you demonstrate the OCR on a distance images and on a web page, please? So Nali, I don't know if you can maybe take a picture of a distance of a text.
Of a text.
Yeah.
Yes, let me just grab a book cover or something like that in English. Here.
Just open the book that you had previously and put it where your Lego box was.
Yeah, but it's not gonna hold. Yeah, that's why. I can only.
Okay, so then let's do the other part of the question, and then we'll jump to the OCR distance once you find something. But the other part of the question is to do an OCR on a web page. You can have the web page read it out loud to you by going into Chrome, copying the text from the web page, and then pasting it into your text in your gallery. And we can do that, Nelly, by going into Android or going into Chrome, if you have Chrome with quick access.
Yeah, I did. Okay, so Chrome. Okay, here I am. Let me open another.
Okay. Now let's go to Wikipedia. I see you have Wikipedia there. Usually Wikipedia has a lot of text.
Yeah. Okay, here it is.
Just open a link, any link there. I just want to have some text. Is there any text that I can copy there?
Yeah. There, download Wikipedia. This one.
Okay, well, press and hold on the save there. You know what the word save?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, and then you're going to have those two markers, select that, then do a copy. And then go back to Prodigy.
Yeah.
And you go into your gallery. And in gallery, you're going to scroll to the left, yeah, to the text folder. Open the text folder and click on the paste.
Yeah.
And that's going to paste the text that you had copied from the web page, and it's going to read it out loud to you with all your favorite settings inside Prodigy. Now, did you set up something? Did you figure out what you can
what you can use that has text on it? Let me there. The math exam. I hope it's gonna hold. No.
And then we're gonna have to switch off the Zoom and have your webcam, or maybe just just take the capture in distance.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stretch because I have nothing with the text that can hold. Okay, so
place a page on your desk. Take a distance camera.
Oh yeah, very good. Yeah. Okay, so I have to quit the Zoom first.
No, yeah, it's gonna quit by itself once the distance camera is gonna be.
Okay, very good.
Connected. So you're gonna go to distance.
Distance. It's lagging a bit. Oh. I tapped on the distance.
And your camera's on. Right?
Yeah, turned it on. Okay, so I have my page on my desk with the distance camera. I see it, but here it's lagging. So let me use the other camera. Video. So here you have my camera. Okay, it's quitting Zoom on my tablet. And on my desk, I have the sheet.
Okay, so that could work. For
yeah.
next webinar, you should set up something on the wall.
I had my Lego box, but that doesn't have many words on it. It's quitting. Do you want to do the example? Because it's quitting Zoom at a very slow pace.
Tap the home button.
Home.
Distance.
My camera was on. Yes, it's on. Okay, here I can see it. So don't have a full view because I'm so close, but I'm gonna tap it, capture it. So now it's downloading in the gallery and doing OCR on it.
Yeah, you could.
If I go back
to your gallery. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then go into distance folder.
It's still lagging. Sorry. Oh, distance.
Press and hold.
Press and hold.
Move to gallery.
Tap
on it. No, just tap.
Oops.
Now it's going to do the OCR.
Yeah, it's sideways though. I'm not sure it's
well, when it's going to detect the text, it's going to correct itself.
Okay.
Now when I'm talking, we're losing your webcam.
Oh, I'm going to put my webcam in the spotlight. There it is.
So as you can see, the text was detected and it was replaced by Diamond Edge.
Yeah, and it can be read.
Yeah. There we go. So that's how you would do an OCR from a distance captured image.
Okay, very good.
All right.
Do we have any more questions?
No more questions. I don't know if anyone has a question. You can type it in the chat or the Q&A. Also, I think we're gonna end it here.
Okay, very good. So I'm just gonna put back my camera to thank you. So thank you very much for being at this webinar. If you have additional questions, you can always speak with your sales representative directly in Australia. If you want to send an email to me, I'm going to spell you my name. It's Nathalie, N-A-T-H-A-L-I-E .Rheaume, R-H-E-A-U-M-E @humanware.com. So thanks again for being here tonight. And please call us if you need additional information.
Thank you very much for attending, guys. Have a great day. And like Natalie said, don't hesitate to contact us if you have any questions. This webinar has been recorded and will be available for you to review afterwards. So have fun and keep safe, stay safe, be healthy. Thank you.
Thank you.